Hi, it's Ann Alexander with Coldwell Banker Seacoast Advantage. Welcome to my First Time Homebuyer series. Hi, welcome back. This is Ann Alexander with Coldwell Banker Seacoast Advantage. Today in our First Time Homebuyer vlog, we are going to be talking about our final walkthrough. The final walkthrough is what we do right before closing and go into the closing table, so we're getting a lot closer to those keys in hand. So what is a final walkthrough? Well, just to let you know, the final walkthrough is not an inspection. It's actually the purpose of making sure that your home is still in the same condition that you saw, that when you last saw it. And to make a final look at making sure that the repairs were done that you requested, and that everything is move-in ready. Typically, the final walkthrough is attended by you and your significant other, and it would be attended with your buyer's agent, hopefully is me if you're here in the Myrtle Beach area. If you're not in the Myrtle Beach area, that's okay. I can help you find an agent where you live. But anyway, it is between the buyer and your agent, and it gives you need to make sure the seller's agent and the seller are not around. I mean, they don't need to be there anymore. But what we want you to do is really take your time and look at everything, inspect the property at your leisure, and not have any pressure in doing so. It typically takes about 15 minutes to an hour or more, depending on the property and the property size. And what you want to do also is inspect what you've asked your home inspector to do. Sometimes if there are major issues that have needed to be repaired and the seller is agreed to repairing those, you might even want to have your home inspector come back through and just to verify that those things have been done and taken care of. So the final walkthrough is scheduled for right before we go to the closing table, or usually the evening before. I like to do it, either one of those times, because that way that there's, little room for anything happening. And sometimes we even, meet there, do the walkthrough, and then go straight to the attorney's office to do the closing. Like I said, I want you to really take your time when we're in there. And remember that this is your last chance to take a look at the property before you get the keys in hand. All right, so I've actually got a checklist that I like to use with my clients, and I want to pop on over onto the screen, and we're going to take a look at that and what I like you to look for. So be right back. All right, so this is my closing walkthrough checklist. As you can see, it is very basic, but it takes you through the entire house and checking every little thing. So we start with the exterior here. You've got the doorbell, the windows. I do like you to open and shut the windows so that way they are working properly. If there's any decks outside, walking through and walking around those to make sure everything is secure. If there are any storm windows or even screens, you check the doors, the garage door openers, the walks, and the driveway. When you're inside, the next thing is to check the bathrooms. And I always like you to run the water, make sure the sink is flowing properly. So we always open the doors underneath the sink to make sure there are no leaks. Checking the toilets. I do like you to flush the toilets and, making sure all that's going well too. I have you turn on the water in the bathtub and the showers, and just making sure all the fixtures are working, on the sink as well. Moving on to the basement, If there is one here in Myrtle Beach, there isn't, but sometimes you guys have basements where you live, and or the laundry room. So you're going to check the washer and dryer. If those do convey, I want you to actually turn them on, and we run those, for a good 15, 20 minutes, or even when we first get there, we can turn those on and run them through a quick cycle. Next, if there is a water softener, we kind of just check around that to see how that's doing. Obviously, we want to check the Hvac system, which is the heating and air conditioning. If it is a summer day, you want to turn the air conditioning down really low to make sure that you're getting cold air. If it's a winter day, then you're going to want to turn the heat up and make sure that that is working as well. Your water pressure, you want to turn on the faucets, which we are doing as we're walking through the kitchen, the bathroom, and all those areas. But just checking the pressure, making sure that you're getting a good steady, heavy flow. All right, moving on to the kitchen. You're going to be checking for, turning on the stove or the cooktop, turning on the oven, and making sure that everything is heating properly there. If the home comes with a refrigerator, you need to make sure that the refrigerator is working. If it has an ice maker, I always like to make sure the ice maker is flipped on and, checking that as well. Making sure the fan is working underneath I know mine's underneath the microwave. It's part of the microwave. So making sure the fan is working. If you have a microwave that's built in, obviously checking that. Checking the dishwasher, we usually run a quick cycle in that as well. Checking the disposal, and if it does have a trash compactor, you want to check that. Your safety systems, making sure that your smoke and your carbon monoxide detectors are working, making sure the lights are on in there. I do recommend packing some batteries, so that way when you do move in, I would just go ahead and change everything out at that point, putting fresh batteries and everything. If it has an intercom system, you can check that. If it has an alarm system, then even for outside, checking the sprinkler system if it does come with that. If there's anything else like swimming pools, hot tubs, saunas, you just kind of want to keep an eye on all of those things as well. So it's just kind of a real basic checklist, but it's important to make sure that all of these things are in functioning order and that there aren't any surprises, and hopefully you're working with your realtor, and I'm hoping that in your offer you've asked for the home warranty, because you never know, you could, everything could be working that day, and then you get the keys and you come back and you have to throw something in the dryer and the dryer stops working. It's happened to a client of mine, and you don't have the home warranty. You're going to be, out a few $100s having to go get a new dryer, and that's no fun when you're trying to, moving into a new place. So I am going to have the link to this on my website, and it'll be in the description below. And if you have any questions, like always, reach out and, give me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. I'm here to help you in any way I can. So have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you got a lot of good information out of today's episode. I'll see you next week.